Apologize for it being so long. Don't go live on Twitch. TikTok kick.
Oh shit, I already pressed the live button.
Well, whatever. Hi guys, how you guys doing? What's up? I'll be switching it over here really quick here. We're just wanting to make sure everything works. Can you please send over something on
I will.
Twitch, and then I'll send it over on YouTube to make sure it works. Alright, there's that. Perfect. Thank you, kitty.
No problem.
Meow. Meow. Perfect. Since I don't trust somebody with her deck skills today, she's been a little brat, I'm going to do deck skills today. Not a Muffin deal. She's not allowed. No tarot for Muffin. It's like, no, Daddy, that's not fair. No tarot for muffins. No. Do you want to do tarot today? Yeah? Okay. I can't deny you. You're my baby kitten. I would never, ever, ever in a million years. Yes, I know. Oh, I know. Can I get the TikTok up so we can get you all ready and start working? Because I know your favorite people are going to be there soon. Everybody's waiting for you. They're like, "Where's our Muffin?" All right. And look, we've already got Morgan in. She's already like, "Muffin, I'm here. You're here, Muffin." She's like so happy. She's so happy to see her Muffin again. And everybody's so happy to see you, Muffin. Hey, Morgan, how are you? So, hi, guys. How y'all doing today? I appreciate everybody coming back. We are up and running already. Holy shinolies. We already got 3 people in queue. Muffin is demanding a little bit of cuddle time, so I'm going to give her a little bit of time. Excuse me. I'm going to give her a little bit of love. Just want to let you guys know we did update the wish list for the live. If you go into the link tree in TikTok, there's a new wish list, and that link tree has a bunch of different treats for Muffin. It also has treats for the ferrets. It's got her dried minnows, her freeze-dried minnows. It has her treats that she has up here. It also has her favorite wet food. I have to cover her ears because she cannot hear this. But it has her favorite of all that in there. If you guys are interested in buying that, you guys are more than welcome to. You don't have to. It's not a requirement, but it's just something you guys are more than welcome to. There is some other items for me and Kitty on there as well. If you want to tip us something as well, that's your choice. Anyway, that's just heads up. Anyway, let's see here. All right, Muffin. Are we good? Are we good? I guess we are. Our first up for the day is going to be Trayvon. No? Oh my gosh. Not a problem, Morgan. I'm just glad you're doing well. I mean, I know how much of a pain in the butt it can be. Hi. Oh my god, you are just such lovey-dovey today. What's going on? Why are you in such lovey-dovey mode? Did you really miss us that much? Morgan, you are, I think, next. That's correct. So, I just got to do Trayvon's first real quick. He got first. All right. I'm just trying to give love to Muffin. She really, really needs it. She's just really in lovey-dovey mode. I don't know why. So, Trayvon, are you here, my friend? I'm pretty sure you are, but just want to make sure. You just woke up from a nap. Oh, my God.
So did we.
So did we. We came home. We had a birthday party today. Our best friend's little boy turned 1 today. So we went to their house for his first birthday. And during his first birthday, I'm going to tell you right now, he was probably the most politest boy in the entire world when he ate his cake. He did not...
You did not do a smash.
No, Becky, you don't have to add to the list. Not at all. I'm just saying you can do any way you want. If you want to tip, you can tip through the Cash app. You can tip through PayPal. That's fine. It was just the wish list would be some way that if you wanted to get Muffin her favorite minnow treats, or if you wanted to get like direct treats for her, that's what that was about. That was Katie and a few other people had said, hey, we need to update and we need to basically make it so Muffin can get her treats so she can actually get treats for when people tip, and people can buy the exact treats they want to give her, and then she can get those. And of course, you can see she's very, very happy about this because she got to pick out all those things. When you go through the list, there's a little bit of anime on there. Oh, you did it for the time together. Oh, okay. Well, cool, Becky. I'll get you in a second then. Don't forget to put your question in, and we'll get that taken care of.
Trayvon and Scared.
All right. You got to go right here. No, stop. Stop. Daddy is trying to work a little bit. You can lay down right there. Thank you. Now, you sit right there. Daddy will give you some treats. Luna. Sit. Hey, Muffin. Pretty. Pretty. That was not pretty. That was mean. Pretty. Pretty. Good girl. There's the last two. Alright, there we go. Alright, Becky, not a problem. I'll get your time card taken care of right after this one. Alright, Trayvon, let's do this. Let's rock. Let's roll. Let's get you through. We want an update on the X, so let's do it up. Let's do it right. Hello, D is Delish.
They were here yesterday.
Yep, I know. We have the Page of Swords, Four of Wands, and the Ten of Coins. Page of Swords says, do not rush into battle. Basically, your ex needs to not rush into relationships. She needs to not rush into battle. The Four of Swords says, working together with others towards a common goal or purpose. And then the Ten of Cups says, ooh, joint finances or important investment decisions. She might be rushing towards a marriage, and she might be getting pressured by multiple sides to do so. And that could lead to a marriage, or it could lead to some very important investment decisions, which could be bad for her. Definitely not looking good. She looks like she's a hot mess right now, my friend. I would seriously stay away from her as best as you possibly can. Alright. Holy shit.
Would it be Viva next or Morgan? Because Morgan is next on the list.
Somebody just sent 20.
Viva
Oh, wait, no.
tipped.
Rebecca sent... Oh my! Rebecca sent 10 for Miss Muffin's treats, and she sent 10 for a reading. Perfect. Alright, gotcha, Rebecca. Got you. No problem. Alright, let me see who's up. Yes, that is a ferret. We have 2 ferrets and 2 cats. I want to knock out Morgan's real quick, because I know she needed that. Alright, let me knock out Morgan's, and I'm going to knock out Becky's. Aw, I love you two. You guys are awesome. You're awesome. Yeah, I'm going to do Morgan's real quick, and then I'm going to knock out Becky's, because Becky's is a 10 card. Plus, I want to make sure Muffin gets treats so she can leave me alone for a minute so I can actually do a 10 card. Because she is, like, hunting on me like, I swear to God, Daddy, you better give me all the treats. Hey, what's up, Leland? Alright, how is Mickey currently feeling? How is his current feelings towards me? Got it. Judgment, inversed, Knight of Swords, and the Five of Coins. Judgment inversed is phobias, fears, and obsessions. Then we have the Knight of Swords, which is the balance of power is in your favor. And then we have the Five of Coins, which is unexpected, unforeseen expenses. So, Morgan, I'm going to tell you honestly, oh my God, Rachel, you just got fishies ordered. I hope you know that. People love you. I told you that. Alright. So, anyway. Yeah, since you got fishies ordered, you get fishies. Come here. Come here. Oh, Muffin. Over here. There you go. There you go. You get a fishy because somebody ordered you a fishy. Hi on life. All cards are free, so all you gotta do is just sign up. Alright, so anyways, Morgan, what this basically says, the feelings towards you, there's a phobia or a fear. There may be like something from the past that basically has you two kind of fearful of a relationship. The balance of power is in your favor. That means if you make the first step towards him, there will be a chance that you guys will actually have a good relationship, and you guys will have a relationship. Remember, foundation, communication, and trust. Okay? Finally, the final part about this is the 5 of coins. Unfortunately, going with him will actually lead to some unforeseen expenses. Be very careful with money if you go this route, because he may possibly lead to, some money, issues, and that may not be something you want in your life. So be very, very careful with money around him, but, it seems like it would, the ball's in your court on this one. There. You got a fish too, okay? Jesus. I'm being attacked for fish. Alright. Now, Becky, I'm going to knock yours out. We are in talks of doing a ferret stream for when we are offline. We are actually thinking about setting up a stream of just the camera on the actual... we're thinking about doing a stream on the ferret cage while we're offline. We'd have to put in a low light in there, and then we just have to keep basically the camera on them. But I warn you, it could be graphic pooping because they do a lot of pooping. They do a lot of yawning. They do a lot of sleeping. So we have to put all those disclaimers. Anyways, all right, Becky.
I didn't see one.
Thought so. All right, Becky, can I go ahead and just one more time get your question in chat, just so I have it in chat? Because unfortunately, Cash App doesn't let me see it more than once. I think it was about work, but I just want to make sure. Right, I know. I like being able to read the question while I kind of concentrate on the cards a little bit, you know what I mean? And I think I remember your question, but, I just want to make sure I have it. But I know it was about work. Any advice on work? Gotcha. Excuse me, young lady. All right, Becky, let's rock, let's roll, let's get this going. Oh, please stay down there for a minute. No, nothing. All right, first we have our present position, followed by the immediate influences, okay? The Queen of Swords is your present position. This is a woman of determination with barriers around her, barriers between her and others, okay? Then we have the immediate influences, which is the Two of Wands, which is good advice being given and received, okay? This right here means that right now, your immediate situation is you are very determined, you're very strong, and you're doing very well, okay? The problem, and you're also getting a lot of good advice being given to you, and you're, giving off a lot of good advice to a lot of people. The problem that comes to this is that you do have barriers up between you and others. Those barriers are causing problems, but that's okay. Your goal is to have the balance of power in your favor, okay? That's what the Knight of Swords says up here in the goal positioning, okay? This your goal or destiny is to have the balance of power in your favor, which is what we kind of all want. But we have to go all the way back here to your distant past foundation, which is the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords says that you had some unforeseen expenses, some really bad expenses in the recent past. But, not in the recent past, but in the distant past. But as you come up to the recent past, We are getting some powerful transformation. We're getting some great energy. But you're under a lot of pressure, but you're getting a lot of great energy that you're getting ready to develop and pop through this job and doing really, really well. I got it already. Thank you so much, Rebecca. Thank you so much, Rachel. I appreciate it. Finally, the last card over here to the side is your future, which is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands says things are going to start speeding up extremely fast for you for work. Okay? So, in our first section here, what we basically have is you're a determined woman that you know what you're going for. You know what the goal is you're shooting for. You're being given a lot of good advice from that. Unfortunately, when you first started off, you had a lot of bit of an issue, issues with the money wise. But as you've come up, you've transformed, you've become stronger, you become more desiring for that, for that bite of the cake or whatever it is, that promotion or whatever it might be. And that pressure is pushing you, and that's going to cause your world to speed up extremely. Okay? So now that goes over to the next 4 cards. The next 4 cards is the questionnaire, environmental factors, inner emotions, and your final results. First card is the Queen of Wands. Ooh, perfect card for you. The questioner becomes the leader. You are going to become a leader. This means you're going to take a promotion. You're going to possibly be looking at a situation where you're going to be taking a leadership role or possibly stepping up in the position of leaderships. The environmental factors of this is indecisions. So basically right now there may be sitting indecisions in the upper echelons of the world, of the job, or of the company. And basically the upper echelons are they're indecisive, and they're basically looking for that perfect pick, but they can't find that person, and they're kind of looking at you going, hey, she's really showing leadership. She's really showing this, hot stuff. Then we go to the Queen of Coins, which is your inner emotions, and this is a woman who wants to develop the work side of her life. You, obviously. Final results, the Ten of Swords. Okay, so the final result says patience. You're going to it's going to be a while before it takes place. It's probably going to be about 10, which is going to be the number on this. This could be 10 weeks, this could be 10 months, this could be 10 days. I'm not exactly sure on it, but here's where it comes into. It says that you're going to have patience while this happens. All this stuff is kind of going on in the background. You're showing who you are. Like I said, it's going to start speeding up. That's what the 8 is all about. It says that that's going to happen pretty quickly. But for that to happen, that's within 8. That might be by the 8th month of this year, or that might be 8 months from this day. But again, this could mean that it's 8 weeks. That could be the speed up. But anyways, what the card basically is saying is have patience. You're not going to be able to affect the flow of what's going on. The only thing that's going to allow you to make the decision, that's going to help you get that decision towards your way, is just having patience and keep kicking butt the way you are. So Becky, the best thing you can do right now is basically hunker down, keep working hard, keep pushing towards that goal, keep that stuff straight in mind, and as you keep that straight in mind, your bosses are going to see this and notice it, and I think you're going to get that promotion that you're trying for. Okay? So that's where we're sitting at, and that's what I've got kind of reading in the cards. Okay? Kitty, can I please have the... Yeah, bro.
Okay, yeah.
Come on, Muffin. Run away.
There you go.
And then, Becky, here's your cross. There's the cross. You got your Queen of Swords, 2 of Wands, the Knight of Swords, 5 of Coins, Judgment, 8 of Wands, Queen of Wands, 2 of Swords, Queen of Coins, 10 of Swords. Alright? Hope that helps. Much love. Alright.
Wear a headphone users.
Beware. Beware, beware. Beware the huge musical voice of mine. Anyways, hi. Milo, you are up next. Are you here? Not a problem, Becky. Glad to help. I love it. I love when I can help out people, and I love when I can help you out with the questions like that. It's great. I appreciate it. Hi, Mary. Celtic crosses are $10. There's Milo. What's up? All right, Milo. How can I have a stronger bond? Oh my God, you and Russell for real? Oh my God, I'm so proud of you. Thank you, Casey. I'll get it right through. Give me a minute.
Also, you have $30 coming from me.
For what?
OF.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Milo, we first have the Hermit. The Hermit is withdrawal and reconsideration. That's been your past. You've been very withdrawal from the boys. You've been really reconsidering the boys. And we both know why. We've been very, very talkative about this in the past, Milo. I completely understand why the boys and you are kind of, it's hard for you and you've kind of been more towards the girls. But, I mean, obviously it looks like you finally made a decision. Because the Nine of Swords comes up next. And the Nine of Swords says, isolation, the need to open up new channels of communication and contact with others. Okay? And then finally the Five of Cups says, disillusionment if you rely on that. Yep, disillusionment if you rely on the commitments of others. Okay, so what does this mean? It sounds bad, but hear me out and listen carefully, okay? What this is saying is you're isolated right now and you're very, very closed up. And if you continue to stay isolated and closed up, you're going to have a situation where you're not going to be able to trust anybody around you and the relationship's going to go right to the pooper. Okay? Which is not what we want. We want the relationship to blossom. We want the relationship to grow. So that's why the Nine of Swords says it's time to open up those channels of communication. So, first thing you got to remember is build that foundation. Make sure you have a strong foundation below, then build that foundation together. Then, once those two things are working, communication, trust. Keep those three things solid, and the relationship will keep going good. Remember, don't bump the fluffy butts until you have all three. And don't believe a word a person says until you know you feel you can trust them. Okay? Much love to you, Milo, and I hope that helps. All right, Casey. I got yours in. Did you put your question in? Not yet. All right, Casey, if you could you go ahead and put in your question in the chat, and I got you. So how do you build a foundation? Okay. Sorry, I had to let Muffin back in. Foundations are one of the hardest questions that a lot of people ask about, and I'm going to explain it to you the best I can. A foundation is basically you have to have common goals. You have to have things that you both enjoy. Let's say you both like paintings, so you end up going to the movie theaters, or you go to the art museums, things like that. You have to have like interests. Those are foundation builders. Those are things that let you guys kind of have common goals, common things, and basically from there it builds, because from there you guys can communicate and talk, and in talking you can talk about your likes and dislikes. See how that works? Then, as you talk about your likes and dislikes, you build that trust because you start to understand each other, okay? So, that's what you have to remember. So, I mean, it's a slow build-up process, but it works over time. And just like I said, as long as you kind of place it, I mean, kissing and everything is okay while you're kind of working on the communication and trust thing, but you don't want to bump the fluffy butts until you have all threes. You see what I mean? All right, Casey, got your question. Thank you. I will knock it out. And little guy, yes, technically this is a brand new camera. It's a much better, higher quality camera. We actually got it a little while ago. We didn't get it to actually work properly until just recently. We finally got the program that actually makes it actually work HD, style. So yeah. Yep.
I spelled mic wrong.
Microphone, yep. Alright. Muffin. You're gonna have to give me space again. I need to do a 10 card. Call her over.
Muffin, come on. Down.
Well, not improve stuff you have in common. You need to it's talking about things you have in common. Actually finding things you have in common. Like, meaning, do you both like movies? Do you both like music?
Yeah.
I mean, there's lots of different things that people have in common with each other. It's just starting off with those things, because that's what starts conversations. It doesn't mean you have to have everything in common with each other. God forbid. No. Come on. Never. That would be a boring relationship.
Bruh.
But you definitely want to have things in common with each other, because that's how a good relationship starts. Alright.
She's up your butt, and I don't understand why, because they just threw him in out.
Gotcha, Raya. We'll see you in a little bit. I'll just hold it for you until you come back, okay? Is my boyfriend the one? Alright, Casey, let's do this. Is your boyfriend the one?
Muffin.
I think that's it.
Sit.
We have the 10 of swords, and we have the 10 of coins.
Pretty.
Then we have the chariot inversed, the 5 of cups, the star. Then we have the fool. And then here. Alright, Casey. Let's do this. First and foremost, we have the 10 of swords, which is your current position. Your current position says that you're kind of basically in a situation where you're isolated. You're not able to make effective change of anything that's going on. You feel like you're just kind of swimming through a relationship, and day by day, the relationship is just progressing. It's not like you are really doing anything in this relationship. The relationship just, every day you wake up, you kiss, you say, I love you, oh, you're so cute, blah, blah, blah. Life keeps going on. The immediate influences this is joint finances or important investment decisions. There is the hopes for marriage. There is the hopes for, joining your lives together forever. Unfortunately, your goal and or destiny on this is the chariot inversed. And this is bad juju. And the reason why is the chariot inversed is all about saying that, I'm going to read it off to you exactly from the book, because this is just the best way to explain it, because, yeah. Not finishing anything off. Incomplete cycles. As a goal, if this says not finishing anything off, and one of your major goals is to get married, I'm not thinking this guy's going to be the one that you marry. Okay? When we go to the distant past, we have the 5 of Cups, which is disillusionment if you rely on the commitments of others. What this means to me is it possible that he's cheated in the past, or there's already been a situation where he's lied to you before? Because if so, this right here is screaming about it. Next, we go to the star, which is the next card in the line, which is your distant past. Okay? The star says realization, hope, and inspiration. So, basically, there was a lot of stupid mistakes made in the past. He finally realized it, and then he's very hopeful. He wants to fix everything. He came back. He realized that you were a good person. He came back to try to fix it. But now that he's tried to fix it, the Fool is taking place. The Fool says there's a desperation of energy. There's just nothing there. He's trying, but he's really not doing anything. So it's making you really consider yourself going, is this guy really worth my time? Is this guy really the one? So far, the cards are saying no. Okay? This cross definitely is telling me, no, he is not the one for you. But, that being said, Casey, I mean, we haven't seen it all. So let's go to the next 4 cards and see what they say. We have the 9 of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Queen of Coins. Okay? I'm going to read these in succession. Alright? So, this is the questioner, environmental factors, inner emotions, and then final results. Okay? The 9 of Swords, we've already gone off this one, and this one is isolation, the need to open up communication. Okay? Isolation, the need to open up new channels of communication and contact with others. Okay? Then we have the next card, which is your environmental factors, and this is do not rush into battle. Okay? Then we have the Queen of Coins, which is the inner emotions. There's something inside of you that's telling you that you want to work on your job, you want to work on your, on work money, you want to get money together, you want to actually better yourself work-wise. And then finally, our final results. Son of a what the ooh. The final result is the 9 of Cups. I don't like this card because the final result means pregnancy. I have a horrible feeling if you guys continue to bump fluffy butts and you guys refuse to talk and fix this thing and try to actually work this relationship out, what's going to end up happening is you're going to end up pregnant and you're going to have a baby. When you have this baby, you guys will end up getting married and you guys will be in a relationship where there's no communication, there's no trust, and there's no real foundation. I really highly suggest that you possibly step away from this relationship, work on yourself, work on your work, and then turn that baby card into the living life as a celebration card. All right? I hope that helps, Casey. I really do. I'm going to show you your cards here. I'm sorry that it's not exactly positive, but we'll show you your cards. All right? Hi, Raya. All right. So, Casey, as you can see right here, this is where the Ten of Swords is, where you really can't affect anything, and this is where the marriage thing is coming its way. Incomplete cycles, which means that he promises things and constantly they always fail. This right here is disillusionment, if you rely on the commitments of others, which is the lie. There's the start that he's basically trying to give you that hope, but there's just none. That's where the Fool comes in. This is depression of energy. Then your Nine of Swords, Page of Swords, Queen of Coins, and the Nine of Cups. I just don't want you to end up with that baby if this guy isn't the guy for you, okay? Be smart. I mean, don't be silly, wrap the willy, and don't bump fluffy butts if the guy can't be trusted. That's the only thing I can really say here. I hope the cards help, and much love to you. Hey, go, kitty. Thank you. Sadly, unfortunately, Casey, my cards are very, very accurate. They do not pull punches. They are very accurate. Hey, Steve. How you guys doing? All right. Meow. All right, Princess Serena, are you back or no? Just watch out for her. When she comes back, let me know. Denise Deschelle. I apologize for that taking so long. I had 2 10 cards, so that was kind of a little out of the woodworks here. Hi. I'm glad that I hope that helps, Casey, though. I really do. All right. What are Samuel's thoughts and intentions towards our connection? Ooh. Raya, you may. All you have to do is sign up for it in the link tree above, and we got you we'll get you right in rain. Right as rain once we get to you in the queue. I have a queue working, and I am on 3 services, so I'm right now on YouTube, Twitch, and on TikTok. So I have people put it in the Google Docs, and from the Google Docs, I work from there. All right? All right. What are Samuel's intentions towards our connection? Ooh, nice. Nice. Interesting. Okay, so the first card we have is the Lovers, followed by the Ace of Cups, followed by the 3 of Coins. So, Denise, first thing first, we have an intense relationship. This is going to be a very, very intense relationship. What that means is this person is one of those people that when he loves deep. When he loves, when he pulls from the in very, very deeply. He makes it very emotional, very, very lovingly connected. This also means that there's a very high chance of bumping fluffy butts, okay? Hear me out. It's weird to say this way, but he's very, very positive towards, physical contact, and the compatibility is extremely high. You guys are going to want to immediately jump into that fiery passion and bump all the fluffies, okay? That being said, it's going to lead to the Ace of Cups. Okay? The Ace of Cups, when that happens, you're going to have emotional fulfillment. Emotionally, you're going to feel very fulfilled with this person. Physically, you're going to feel very, very, very fulfilled. Emotionally, you're going to feel fulfilled. And finally, the 3 of Coins, which the 3 of Coins is learning new skills and developing new abilities together. So, how do you make this happen? How do you make this relationship go from just getting ready to contact and actually blossoming? First, you guys got to find your foundation. Okay? You guys first have to figure out what you guys have in common. From there, start that communication. From that communication, work that trust. Once you have all 3 and you know they're solid, then you can bump the fluffies. Once you start bumping those fluffies, I warn you, it is going to be like the heat of Aries, flame. It will be passionate. It will be very, 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 intimate. And you two will be very, very close for a very long time. You will learn many things that you have not learned before. It's going to be a very good relationship. But remember, foundation, communication, trust. Do not bump the fluffies until you get all three of those things. Tell them to kick rocks until you get those three things. Alright? Wish you the best of luck, girl. KT! Not a problem. KT! Are you here, my friend KT? Can you, on YouTube, ask for KT? There she is. Okay, cool. How are you? I am doing very good, Katie. Good to see you again. So what is my mission in this lifetime? Thank you. Ooh. That, you always come with some of the hard-hitting questions. I love it. You really put me to the test on my 3 cards, and I really appreciate that. You always give me some great questions. I love it. Completely love it. Alright. Let's rock this. 8 of Cups. Knight of Cups. The Hermit. Inversed. Okay, so we have Cups. Cups, Cups, Cups. 8 of Cups is looking for something on a much deeper level, okay? I stopped asking about guys. So the 8 of Cups is looking for something on a much deeper level, okay? The Knight of Cups is an emotionally sensitive man, okay? And then finally, the Hermit is isolation and alienation, okay? So what this is telling me is that you are right now currently on a goal of trying to look deep into life. You're really trying to find, like, the meaning of life. You're trying to find what you're really supposed to be doing. And every single time you try to do that, you kind of end up in a shadowy part of the world. You end up with this list of things that you want to do in your life, and you just like, but I'd like to do it with this person, or I'd like to do it with a person. Meanwhile, just recently, a very emotionally sensitive man has come into your life. I'm not very familiar with who this emotionally sensitive man is, but he's somebody close to you. You have unfortunately isolated him and alienated him, even though it looks like he may be trying to make advances. I highly recommend that you open up lines of communication to those around you, especially emotionally young men, and start talking, because it looks like some people are trying to catch your eye, and you may be looking too deeply into life to notice them. Alright? I hope that helps, and I wish you the best of luck. So maybe your mission in life is to maybe not miss... You shut him down. Oh no! Why? You shut him down. Oh my god, that's so sad. I'm so sorry, Katie. Well, that's what the cards told you your mission was. I'm sorry.
Hopefully you can see him again.
Well, if you shut him down immediately, I mean, you can always talk to him again and be like, hey, look, sorry, I didn't mean to shut you completely down. I mean, like you can talk. Oh, he resurfaced with the same... Ooh, no. It can't be him. It can't be him. It's somebody new. I promise you. It's not a resurface. It's somebody else. So keep your eyes open. I understand the resurface guy. Yeah, definitely shut him down. No problem. Give the heads up to the other people. You might actually find it. So, who knows? This must be the most chill, popped-out writing I've ever encountered. Thank you, Monicas. I appreciate it. I am very, very chill about readings. I don't mess around. I have a little bit of fun with it. I'm very, very chill with people. Feel free to get a reading. That's explanation join, and you can jump in. All right. So, there you go, Katie. I hope that helps. I really do. I mean, yeah. All right. Denise DeShell. How is Samuel going to approach pursuing a commitment? I have 2. I love decks, don't get me wrong. This is my favorite deck of all time. This deck is almost 26 years old. It's the Dragon Tarot. I've had it since 1996. Literally the year it came out, I bought it, and I've had it since then. That being said, go on. My cat has a deck as well that she just started getting this year, and she actually does it. So it's kind of funny. Oh, nice! I've seen that deck before, the Cursed Romanian Gypsy decks. Those are fun. Anyways. Denise DeShell, are you still here, my friend? Did she put in the same question, or did I just not delete it, or did she leave? I don't know. Maybe I just didn't. Okay, I have nobody else in the queue right now, guys. I have Denise DeShell and Princess Serena. If none of you two are here... Okay, yeah, she is here. Okay. Okay, so it's a new question? Okay, good. Maybe I just misread. So, yeah, for those that are wanting questions, I mean, if you guys get your question in as soon as possible, I'll be able to take care of those quickly. Angelica, I do not do health questions, and the reason I don't do health questions... Now, let me paraphrase this. I do not do any questions that relate to, am I going to be cured from cancer? Am I going to be cured from this disease? Or something to that effect. I never do questions to that effect, and the reason I never do questions to those effect is because, let's say, for instance, my cards say, yes, you're going to be healed from cancer, okay? And tomorrow you shut down all of your treatments. You're like, I'm going to be cured. It's not a problem. You shut down all your stuff. Well, the cards read you the night before when you were on all that stuff, and it said you would have been cured if you would have continued those processes. You shutting down everything changed the entire outcome, and now you no longer are going to survive. So, because of that, I do not make judgments. I do not make medical calls, because if I say for a fact, no, you're not going to survive something, and let's say you cut off your medications and you survive, then you're going to think back, how dare you? You dare, you blah, 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 you know. It's too much of a murky situation. Now, if your question has something to do with, like, pregnancy or something to that effect, like that, you can ask about lifestyle and physical, like, you can ask, are you going to become pregnant this year, things like that. I have no problem with that. It's just I don't go with the predictable ones of, am I going to get better from major X disease, because I just do not play that game. I don't want to be the person that says yes, and you turn off something and it kills you. So I don't want to be responsible for that. But anyway, sorry. I apologize for jumping on my soapbox on that one, guys. It's a very, very tough thing. And the reason I get behind that is because I actually had somebody that I know very, very closely that did exactly that. They went to a deck of cards. They went to this fortune teller, and this fortune teller told them, "Oh, you must turn off all your machines, and you will survive." And they turned off all the machines, and they survived. Not very long though. And had they actually stayed on the machines, they would have actually survived and actually beat the entire thing. So, yeah, never, ever, ever do I ever give that type of advice. So, there we go. Anyway, alright.
No one does, that's it.
Exactly! I completely agree. Nobody should, but you know what? There are people that actually do. I've actually seen tarot readers that actually do the yes-no questions, and literally one of them goes, will I be cured from questions? She literally drops a card, goes, yes, and then kept going. I'm like, whoa! No, dude, no! That's too dangerous. Anyway, let's get this going. Sorry about that. Off my soapbox. Anyways, should be labeled as a murder. I completely agree with you. But again, you can't if they can't label Kevorkian as one, you can't label a psychic for that. So yeah. Dang it, my cards are messing with me because I am frazzled. Oh my god, tell Semper. Message Semper on his Discord, click. Sorry, feel better. Alright, the High Priestess, the Page of Coins, and the Eight of Coins. All right. The High Priestess is follow your own intuitions, okay? So Denise, Samuel's going to follow his intuitions. He's not going to follow any pre-planned thing. He's literally going to follow his gut on this one. And that's going to be, the Page of Coins is going to come into effect. The Page of Coins is wanting to take on more responsibility or find a new job. Now, this right here sounds weird, but when you think about it in the relationship standpoint of how to, pursue your commitment, he's going to follow his emotion, he's going to follow his gut, and he's going to take on more responsibility. Taking on more responsibility is having that committed relationship. I know it sounds very, very, very financial, but you know what? If he's from Australia, it makes a lot of extreme point. Finally, the last thing I have is the Eight of Coins, which is the craftsman at work's ability being demonstrated. Now, this right here tells me that he wants very, very much so to take on the responsibility of taking care of you, and he wants to do that by actually being a worker. So he doesn't just want to kind of be come over and, take from me. No. He wants to provide. He doesn't want to be that person that just leeches off people. He wants to... It was kind of installed in him that he needs to be a provider. He can't just be a taker. So he wants to be able to work. He wants to be able to do all those things. Until he can do those things, he won't be able to commit and push forward. So you have to understand that he needs that foundation. He needs to build his foundation, which means he needs to be able to love himself and support himself so that he can support you for a true commitment. All right? Until he is able to support himself, he will not support, you know what I mean? And I completely understand that. I mean, if he is, that's fine, but he won't support you until he can support himself. He has to have that great foundation, and then once he builds that foundation, that's when he'll be able to, he'll take on that responsibility of making you the girlfriend and bringing you out into the light and things like that. All right? That's what I'm seeing here. It's going to take time. I definitely see the 8 here is the biggest number, which means possibly 8 weeks, maybe 8 months. So be very, very cautious, and just make sure that you have that foundation, communication, and trust. Make sure you know who you're talking to as well, all right? I hate to say this, but make sure you're very aware that the person you're talking to is the person you're sure of, you know what I mean? I don't see that in the cards, but it's just always something I always warn somebody about, all right? Take it slow. Good deal. Much love. Monko 1337. What's happening the upcoming week? I can do that. I can definitely do that. Better Than You and Painful Angel. Where's Muffin? Muffin is right here. Here, hold up. Sit. Muffin. Sit. Sit. Good girl.
Also, I added a couple things to Muffin's wish list.
Oh. Bonnie, are you going to come out and get some treats too?
She asleep?
She's awake. She just woke up. Uh-oh, Bonnie's coming out. I gotta set up for Bonnie too, so hold up. I get another one from Muffin. Hers is up on the top.
On the top. Hi.
She gets one more because earlier Luna got one. There you go.
Luna.
Okay, back up. All right, here we go. Sorry, I had to feed the ferrets and feed the Muffin. Those are the stars of the show. If I don't feed them, I'm in trouble. By the way, this is Bonnie up here on the top, and this is Luna, and this is the Muffin. Illers be saying merp merp. Alright, let's do this. We got Judgment inversed, we have the Moon inversed, and we have the Eight of Cups. Judgment inversed is fears. I'm pretty sure it's fears. Yep, phobias, fears, and obsessions. Okay? So in the recent past, you've had some fears, you've had some obsessions, you've got something going on right now, Monka. And I'm not sure exactly what it is, because the Moon inverse has got you holding back reality by living in a dream world. So whatever's got you scared or whatever's got you worrying, you basically are holding it back by living in a dream world, which means you're kind of pushing it off and putting on a face mask and telling everybody, yeah, I'm good, I'm all right, I'm perfectly fine, when in truth, you really aren't right now. And I'm kind of worried about that because it really makes me feel that we have an issue here. Now, the upcoming card is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is looking for something on a much deeper level. Now, what this means to me is that in the future, to take this mask off, you're looking for a much deeper meaning to life, and you're looking for a much deeper meaning or answer to these questions. And in truth, what you need to do is you need to stop, roll it back, my friend, and you need to start working on your foundation, okay? It's time to actually work on your foundation and work on loving yourself first. You've got to make sure you pave that foundation, set it up right, get it locked down. That way you can move forward. You can't keep walking on a cracked roadway. Eventually you're going to trip and fall. Instead, you got to walk straight. So make sure you basically pave those roads, do the work, and you'll be doing much better in the future. All right, my friend. Good luck, and I wish you the best. Painful Angel! Should I trust Kay? Let's do this. Painful Angel! Hey, what's up? I warn everybody, my deck is not... it's not polite. It's very, very straightforward, and it's very, very potent. So... Alright, should I trust Kay? Let's see, should you trust Kay? See, here's the thing. If you don't trust him, or if you're feeling that you need to ask that question, he's already failed the minimum of the three things, which is communication, foundation, and trust. If that's the case, you should already be telling Kay to kick rocks. But let's see what the cards have to say. We have the Four of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. The Four of Wands is working together with a group of people towards a common goal or purpose. So, Angel, I'm guessing that you worked together with maybe another friend or two to basically kind of win this Kay's heart or win this date or whatever it is. And you became the woman of leadership that everybody thought, hey, he'd be best with you. And everybody kind of conundred together to make this happen. But we have the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is telling me not so good things here. We have abundance, faith, and opportunity in the fronts. These mean that your leadership is going to bring forth all these things. You're going to have abundance of faith, opportunity, and, a lot of things coming your way. Many, many good things. Is Kay one of them? Well, it's possible. And he is possibly a good person. But you need to make sure you have a foundation. You need to make sure you have a communication with him. That way you know you can then trust him. Right now the cards are saying, yes, you should be able to trust him. But make sure you have those other two things before you do, okay, Painful Angel? I wish you the best, sweetheart, and I really hope that helps. I know it's kind of confusing, but it's the same thing I say for every single relationship out there. If you ain't got all three, tell them to kick rocks. Foundation, communication, trust. Foundation means you guys have to have something in common. You guys have to have common loves, common joys, common things, okay? Communication means you two need to be able to talk about stuff. If you can't talk about stuff, if he's constantly clammed up about everything, how can you trust him? You see what I mean? So if you can't have all three, you don't need any of it. So, alright, good luck, and I hope that helps. Hello, Nicola, and hey, Amber, how are you guys? Alright. If you have a question, follow this link right here and just fill out the form, guys. And once you fill out the form, I'll get to your question as soon as possible, okay? Raya, are you back yet? Amber, who all is Josh seeing? Oh my. Oh my. Who is Amber? Is Amber Barber? Oof. God. Gotcha. So who all is Josh seeing? So we think Josh is a snake in the grass and he's cheating and all that other stuff, huh? Wonderful. Gotta love these. Give me a minute, Muffin. Give me a minute and I will let you out, okay? Go on. Sorry, Muffin's just in and out tonight. She's basically like, I want food, I want water, too many treats, gotta go pee, you know. She's just running around like a chicken with her head chopped off. But you guys have Muffin, you guys have Bonnie and Luna around to keep you entertained as well. There you go, baby. Alright, we have Justice inverse, we have the Devil, and we have the World inversed. Alright. Oof. Ouch. Justice inverse is imbalance, period. There's a huge imbalance when it comes to Josh. So, in the past, he's been very imbalanced, which means he's been trying to find balance. He's been trying to find this peace for himself. And how he's doing this is he's stepping out on the dance floor. He's basically picking partner after partner after partner after partner after partner. He's trying his hardest to come out of the shadows and find that person that fits. So, unfortunately, he's been going through many, many different partners. He finishes one dance and grabs the next girl and starts the next. And it seems like this is a constant thing with him. And the reason why is because he can't find the way to love himself, so he can't love somebody else. The final card is the World Inverse. And the World Inverse is carrying the world on your shoulders, okay? Fears and carrying the world on your shoulders. Josh basically has massive fears. He has fears of commitment, and he's burdened by those fears of commitment. He cannot hold a relationship because of this. So he dates lots of girls, he does lots of things, and he bumps lots of fluffy butts and things like that. He's what we would call a player. I honestly suggest just ditch him and keep away. He's not worth your time, and tell him to kick rocks. You don't need to be another notch on his bedpost. Alright?
Gross.
I hope that helps. As far as the number, it doesn't tell me a number that I see. Because all our cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I don't have any numbers. But yeah, I got no numbers in there. So it's not going to tell me how many or who they are. But it's definitely telling me there's multiples. And that means there's more than 2, which means it's at least 3 to more. So, good luck. I hope that helps, Amber. Alright, last one up is Princess Serena. Princess Serena, are you back? If not, I guess that's basically the night, man. That's wow. I've never had it this quiet, so it's like actually closing down that quick. We've only been live for an hour, guys. Alright. Well, I guess I can talk a little bit while we wait on this and kind of chill out. Excuse me. Alright. So, that's basically tarot. So does anybody have any questions about tarot? Does anybody have any questions about the stream? Any questions about us? Since we've got no questions for the deck yet. Oh, wait, there might be one in here.
Please, I didn't get mine yesterday.
Yeah, I know. The wife wants a general love. I can't do a general love for you.
Nothing to do with you.
Yeah, I'm part of your love, you dork.
Oh, I am part of your love, but...
You mean general love for other partners. Gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha. Anyway, so today we had a lot of fun. Today we actually literally went out and we had our godson's birthday party, which was so funny. He literally at 1 year old ate his cake with a fork and was extremely clean about it until his mother's decided to dip him into the cake. Super Base, no, we're not done. You're more than welcome to put in a question, please, by all means. I'm just kind of like talking while I wait for people. So, I mean, he was just like the sweetest little boy in the entire world. I mean, he literally was like eating the entire thing with his cake, with his finger. It was like he's using a fork and eating it that way. And then he went in with his hand. He reached in with his hand in the cake, and he flicked up with his finger, and a piece of the cake flew up and went in his hair. It was adorable, super super adorable. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. We enjoyed watching him. And then we came home, and it's been a very 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 slow night, sadly. So, kind of sucks, but it happens. Alright, we have the Two of Cups, Two of Swords, and the Page of Swords, kitty. So the Two of Cups is a new relationship starting or a new phase in an existing relationship. That's your recent past, okay? Two of Swords is indecision. You're very much on the line with a lot of people, and you're basically, the balance is going blah, 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 like this. It's all wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. But the final thing it's saying is the Page of Swords. It says, do not rush into the battle. Basically, the cards are telling you, take your time and slow it down. Stop rushing. Stop kicking yourself in the arse constantly. And basically, slow yourself down and think about your choices and make a proper choice. Don't proceed to let people make the choice for you. Make it for yourself. But make sure you think and you do not let indecision guide you. Alright? Hope that helps. Ba, 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 da, ba, da, 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 da. General outlook. Got you. Not a problem, sir. Glad to help. Man, TikTok's just quiet tonight. I don't know what's going on.
I'm wondering if I'm shadow banned.
Oh, that did happen before. What did we say? Oh, I might have said the R word or A word or something. Who knows?
Because not even Daisy's online. Or Heather came in.
You need to learn how to read. Well, super based.
Join the Discord.
First and foremost, I do teach people. I do runes as well. I've done runes, palms, cards, the whole nine. I actually have another friend down here that does runes as well. She's pretty good about them. Listen to me. All you have to do is follow these directions right here. Put in the question right here. And we'll get you through. But yeah, I mean, as far as runes go, I'm not exactly the runes master. I'm more of a tarot. I mean, I've been more based on tarot for many years. Well, that would be why. Runes are made from bones. Or gems. Not normally wood. Just so you know, super based. Normally they're bones and or gems. They normally do not usually make them out of wood, unless you're going off of...
Can't you do them by crystal too?
That's gems. Crystal. Stone. I'm just saying that's the normal is, usually they're done off of, spinal bones, of larger animals like a boar or pig. Human works as well, but obviously, you don't want to do that. You obviously don't want to do that. And the other one is stone. Wood, if you're doing it out of wood, the only wood I would think would be, if it was witchwood. And I don't think you'd really want to build something out of witchwood. Ever. But anyway, sorry. Alright, let's go with your general output. Got you, listen to me, I'll get it to you right in a second. Let me just finish this one for super based. General outlook for super. Alright, so first and foremost we have the 10 of coins, which is joint finances or important investment decisions. So in the recent past you had to make a very important investment decision for yourself, super based. That has led you to the moon. The moon says completion, fulfillment, the end of a major cycle, the world of dreams. So you had to make an important investment decision. That important investment decision has led you to completing that goal. You've fulfilled that cycle, and you're entering the world of dreams, which is you're kind of coasting. You're enjoying your profits. You're enjoying your win. You're enjoying your reward. That being said, that leads you to the 8 of coins, which the 8 of coins is looking for something on a much deeper level. This to me tells me that it looks like you are not really. Wait. 8 of coins. Yeah. Sorry, the 8 of coins. The crafting at work, the abilities being demonstrated. I am so sorry. 8 of coins, not swords. My apologies. So, the 8 of coins says the craftsman at work, abilities being demonstrated. This right here means that you're celebrating, and as you're celebrating on this super base, what's going to happen is you're going to start working harder with this celebration. And this celebration is basically going to cause you to take more pride in your work and work harder and work towards stronger goals. So, congratulations. Keep going. And you got good outlook ahead of you. So, I hope that helps. And as far as asking questions, please, by all means, you're more than welcome to join our Discord and ask questions there. Trisha, if you'd like to ask that question, you're more than welcome to ask that. Just follow the link. Thank you. Will I be accepted to both Oxford and the Italian university I applied for? All right, well, we'll see what we got. Santa's Little Helper, you're more than welcome to have a question. Anybody is welcome to a question. All you have to do is follow the...
I got it.
Thank you, Kitty.
I'm so sorry. I am going through, like...
You're kind of losing it because I'm not watching Twitch because I'm watching these guys up here.
You're fine. I'm watching Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. And
but I'm watching those two right now. It's fine. Not a problem, Super. But yeah, make sure you hit me up in Discord and I'll gladly help you out with runes. And I'll gladly kind of... I'll be honest with you, I'm not Mr. Guru on runes, but I can actually help you maybe find the stone to help you find resonance so that you can actually carve and work. So, there you go. Hey Trace, what's up? Four of Cups, Page of Coins, and the Queen of Wands. Alright, listen to me. Will I be accepted to both? First and foremost is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups says wanting to reach out for new friends, okay? This is looking for new friendships and looking for new social contacts. These are, basically you're going to be looking for new people. So this means you're going to be moving away from where you are. You're going to be looking to a new area where it's going to be new people. Next, we have the Page of Coins. The Page of Coins is wanting to take on more responsibility or change jobs. Finally, the Queen of Wands is a woman of leadership. What does this mean? Woman of leadership means you're going to lead the pack. That means you should be in the top numbers for the picks. And as far as taking on more responsibility, going into these schools would be a very big responsibility. This means that your cards are basically saying your eggs are about to hatch. You're about to be a new chick in a new area. You're about to make new friends, new things. So will you be accepted to both? I'm not sure, but you will be accepted to one of them for sure. I can't tell you which, but the Page of Coins does have two dueling trees, which this right here says you could possibly be accepted to both, and which at that point you'll have to decide which one you're going to take the responsibilities of. Either way, afterwards you're going to be finding yourself as a woman of leadership. If you are not a woman, understand that's fine. It doesn't mean that this is you're a woman of leadership as a male or whatever. My cards are very old, so they don't have gender to them. So don't think of it as it's saying you're a girl if you're not a girl. But anyways, but you'll be a person of leadership taking forward, okay? I hope that helps, but it definitely looks like a positive aspect towards the applications.
Hey, love.
Yes.
3 more subs on YouTube and you reach 100.
That's all cool. That guy! You're a female. See, there you go. And see, I was like, I mean, my cards are very, my cards are from 1996, so they're very old. Before the whole they-them thing ever happened. So they're very, very old, and they're very, very written like that, but you have to take in consideration that some males can be females, some females can be males, and da-da-da-da. Anyway. So, that guy, Pat! Why am I always getting crap? Is it me? Oh, no. That guy! No, don't tell me that.
I didn't know that guy's name was Pat.
That guy! Are you here?
I always refer
Listen to me. It's not a problem. By the way, if you guys have any more questions, you are more than welcome to ask more than one question. I have no problem with that.
You just gotta resubmit it.
Yeah, you just have to resubmit. Yeah, the right material would actually help. So super based. So a big thing about runes is you have to find. So bear with me. Let's say you find a piece of jade. Okay, this jade resonates with you as a person. That jade would be the jade you would use to make runes. Once you've made your runes, those runes would be resonating to you and you only, and they would work really, really well with you. jade would be your stone of preference. Then, let's say, for instance, you pick up another set that's sapphire, and that sapphire connects with you as well. You could then build another set with the sapphire. But again, it all depends on the connections you have with the stones you pick up. So, you have to have that connection first. And usually the way to find that connection is first to figure out your, you have to first figure out your alignment. Are you fire, water, earth, or air? Then from there you have to decide, are you more into metallic metals or are you more into stones? And you have to you literally have to find that way. And the best way to do it sometimes, and I'll be honest with you, is go to a place that's got just a shit ton of rocks and just drive your hand into it. And whatever whatever stones kind of pull your hands toward them, grab those stones and kind of pull them out and put them together. And then look at what you have. And then from there, what you'll end up seeing is you'll see that the stones that kind of pulled you tend to be resonation stones, and they should all be kind of almost the same type. And you'll kind of notice that, and you're like, holy crap! I picked up 3 of this one, and I picked up 2 of this one. So that must be what I'm good towards. So it's a way. Anyways, that guy, are you here, my friend? I know you're asking the question, but I haven't. It's like dealing with people. Exactly. That guy, where are you? Oh, thank you, Trey. Thank you, Valkyrie. You're so sweet. I appreciate it. All right. So I've got two questions up here, and one's from that guy, and the other one is from Serena, which neither of them are answering right now. If you guys have questions, you have to follow the links. If you're on Twitch, it's explanation join, but I just went ahead and posted it in Twitch and in YouTube. All you have to do is follow that, and from there you just fill out questions, and that's going to take you through, and that gets you the question to me. From there, I can actually answer your questions. Same thing for you guys here on TikTok. You just have to fill it out, and once you fill it out, we'll be able to rock it, we'll be able to roll it, we'll be able to answer your questions. I don't take questions straight from the tree, and the reason I don't do that is because it ends up being very, very confusing, and it makes me lose. It makes me lose concentration. Okay. It's good to know that even the rocks and the trees are uptight. You know, the funny thing is, Super, I actually ended up making a set of runes out of petrified wood. And it was a petrified oak tree. So, technically, I did make runes out of a tree, but it was petrified rock as an oak. And oak just calls to me because it is what it is. So, yeah, I mean, I know I'm going against what I said, but it was petrified wood. Which, technicality-wise, it was still wood, but it was wood that had turned to stone. So, technically, I was still right. They do not work very well, I will be honest with you. But they resonate extremely well with me, but they do not work very well. But yeah. Yeah, I think I think you possibly could make it out of wood, and I think you're right. I really feel that gems are some of the best ways. Some of my favorite, and honestly, some of the best, is when you use obsidian. Obsidian, really just, for me, it always calls out very well. There's other ones out there. I mean, sand, it's just so much different stuff out there that just has so much age to it. Anyway. Alright. Yep. Exactly. Alright, guys and gals. Unfortunately, I am just not getting any more questions up here. I've got not too many. I'm probably going to do this last question here, which is from Tracy. Why am I drawn to trees lately? Ooh. So, Tracy, the funny thing is about that one...
Because they're pretty.
Well, ha. So, funny story about that. If you feel like you're being drawn to trees a lot, I have to ask you to stop and think for a second. There are many different religions in this world, and there's many different ins and outs and energies. And no problem, I'll get you, no problem. But Tracy, I want you to really think about this, and I want you to, the next time you think about this, go outside barefoot. I know it's cold. I know it's horribly cold outside, but I need you to, this is kind of to test something, okay? Go outside and put your feet in the grass, okay? Let your toes kind of dig into the dirt a little bit. And if you start to feel a pull towards the nearest tree, go to that tree. Find out what that tree is. If that tree tends to be an oak tree, or, something to that effect, like if it's an oak, you may have druidic roots, okay? So, with druidic roots, that means that you may have basically a draw to the grove. And the grove, for the female side, that would be called the Priestess of Avalon, or the Priest of Avalon. And what that is basically, you are a sisterhood. You're part of the sisterhood that basically is drawn towards nature. You are able to basically feel the pull and draw of energy around the world. That is probably why you're more drawn to trees lately, if that's what we're thinking. I'll bet if you go outside and put your feet in the ground and you can feel that actual pull towards those trees, you're definitely druidic blood. That's what I would say. So that's just yeah. The trees want to tell you things? Yeah, they do. Oh my god. I gotcha. Yes, it is the case because I've done it. Mm-hmm. So, that means 4 swords, the Emperor, and the 8 of Cups. Okay. 4 swords is the removing of tensions, okay? So finally you remove that barrier. You actually place your feet into there. And now what is happening is the Emperor comes into effect. The Emperor says that you're struggling for your own personal independence. What that means, Tracy, is unfortunately you may have been raised one way or brought up a certain way of you were taught this is this and this is right and everything else is wrong. And that resistance may cause you to have a little bit of resistance and may have you having a problem trying to talk. If they're talking to you, this is great because that's where the 8 of Cups comes in. And the 8 of Cups, if I remember correctly, looking for something on a much deeper level. This means that if they're discussing with you, this means your bloodline is definitely that of an olden bloodline, which means you definitely have druidic blood or witch blood in your system. And this means nature will talk to you. This is not a bad thing. This is not like you're not going to be able to start shooting out fireballs out of your hand or out of your ass unless you light a fire, cracker and put it up there. Anyway, that being said, what it actually means is that you actually have the ability to feel the aura and energy of the world around you. And this means you're probably much more connected with nature than those that you normally know. That being said, this means your family has roots that go all the way back. And those roots basically pull you in towards those things. Hey, Blue Jay. So it definitely screams that you have roots of witch blood, which is great. Which just means that you're very, very prevalent to doing very, very good things with magic, if you wish to. Now, that means that you could get into spellcraft, you could get into potions, you could get into tarot, you could get into all kinds of different things, and that can actually be very, very good for you.
Billy.
Blue Jay, thank you very much for following the family, following and joining the family. I'd like to say thank you so much for that, and don't forget to do your dishes. Oh. Nope, it's not craziness. I get it all the time, sweetie. I really do. Kara! Will Nolan text me soon? Ooh, who's Nolan?
Donna's here.
Donna!
It means I'm not shadow banned.
All right. Yeah, we're finally starting to get people. Are you streaming on PC or mobile? Both. I stream on PC and I stream on mobile. On mobile, I'm streaming to TikTok. On PC, I stream to YouTube and to Twitch. My cards are falling apart today. Hi, Kate. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad I'm actually popping up on people's For You pages. I'm actually, a lot of people... I actually do use Streamlabs OBS. I 100% do. It works really well. Unfortunately, you cannot stream to TikTok with it, sadly. And the reason why is because TikTok...
You need a stream key.
You need a stream key on TikTok, and we don't have enough followers for it yet. Are cards able to read real magic abilities? Cards are not. The readers are. I should say that. So, yeah, just remember that. Oh, awesome. Well, don't forget to follow us this time so you can go back and get good information. Ooh, ouch. All right, Kaya. I got some bad news. And I'm sorry. We've got compulsive communication and overly intellectual. So there's a lot of conversation going on between you two, and there's a lot of thinking and there's a lot of talking, okay? Unfortunately, you guys are overthinking it and you guys are over-talking it. So you're basically going to put yourself in a situation where you guys are going to pull apart. The reason I say that is because the Five of Cups comes up next. And the Five of Cups says disillusionment if you rely on the commitments of others. This means that if Nolan and you may not actually have as strong a bond as you think, because there may be some communication going on behind your back, and there may be other people he's speaking to. That being said, the Three of Cups says that an old friend is going to be coming back into your life soon, and that is a reunion with an old friend. Well, hold up, let me make sure I read this right. Yep, your reunion with friends. Okay, so what does this all mean? Okay, perfect. I'll get right to you, Serenia, in a second. So what does this all mean, Kaya? First and foremost, overly communicated and overthinking. So basically, you guys are overthinking, you guys are over-talking. Way too much talking, way too much thinking. And the problem is you guys are not communicating. You're talking, you're thinking, but you're not communicating. And that's the problem, Kaya. So what has to happen is you have to remember, first things first for all relationships. Foundation, communication, trust. These three things are foundations for your relationship. You gotta have that foundation, which is those common goals, those common purposes, those thoughts, those common interests. Next, you have to have that communication where you can talk to each other about everything. Finally, you have to have that trust where you guys can basically trust. What's happening here is you guys are talking, but it's just like you guys are talking to the wall. You're not talking to each other. Finally, the Five of Cups is where it's telling me is that you have to basically disillusionment if you rely on commitments from others. This means that you're being lied to. End of story. There's a person that's telling you they're going to do something, but they're not going to do it. They're basically going to leave you on red, or they're going to leave you just hanging, and it's not good for you. In the future, though, you are going to be having a reunion with an old friend, and this reunion with this old friend will possibly give you a chance at a relationship where you'll be in a much better situation. All right? I'm sorry to break your heart, but I hope that helps. Much love. Oh, Blue Jay, you are 100% right. So you gotta remember something. Cards are only as good as right this second. For instance, if I did a reading on you right now and that reading said you're going to trip and break your leg, okay? Well, you just heard that and you decide to sit down and sit on the couch and you stay there for the next hour. Well, because you sit there for the next hour, you don't trip and fall and break your leg. Were the cards wrong, or did you change your outcome? Okay? Stupid question, but were the cards wrong, or did you change your outcome? Okay? When you come to the answer of that, that's when you kind of come to the consideration that tarot is giving you a possible future of what's going to happen at this exact moment. If you change things from your normal, from this moment on, you are changing what those cards said is going to happen. It's like Loki. If anybody's ever seen the Disney Channel thing, Loki, there's like 100 different, paths that we could take, and basically, we take path B. Path B leads us to card F. Path C takes us to card B. And that's the whole point. Is you have to take in that consideration. I'm not always going to be right. 100% of the time, I'm never going to be 100% correct. Never. I'm going to have mess-ups. I'm going to have people come back and go, nope, I'm not that. And I'm going to go, thank God. I'd rather be wrong than, 100% right all the time. And I always tell people this is for entertainment only. take this with a grain of salt, and do not think this is going to be the end-all, be-all. That's why I don't do health questions. That's why I don't do certain things out there, because you don't want people to put all their hopes and dreams into a card that may not be true. So, yeah. Exactly. All right. The cards aren't wrong when you get the right reader. My cards tend to call up people really well and do much better with a lot of people. That being said, that's because my cards are extremely old. My cards have been seasoned many, many, many years and many, many, many moons. And also, your reader tends to know how to read these cards very, very well, so I understand how to actually address the people and address the actual question. A younger reader could possibly take these exact same cards that I'm reading here with this deck and misunderstand them. Me, because I know this deck so well, I understand what the deck is trying to say. And because I've worked with the deck for so long, I really do feel its connection and understand its nuances and thoughts. So, Dada, will I get married next year?
Is there
nice
a person
question.
in mind?
Oh, yeah, this there is. Yep. I mean, again, my cards are very accurate when it comes down to certain things. And there's other times that my cards get very, very accurate on stuff, and people are like, you're scaring me. And I'm like, sorry. Where am I getting these questions? Blue Jay. This is how I do my questions. I'll show you. I use a Google Doc because I'm right now working on three sides. I'm working on YouTube, Twitch, and on TikTok. So I'm right now talking to Donna, which is on TikTok. I'm sorry, Raya. I'll get right to you in a second. I'm sorry. I totally forgot about it. And I'm already shuffling this one. I'll get yours right after this. I'm so sorry, Serena. I clicked next, not back. All right, over communication, and overthinking. Okay, first we got the magician, Donna. So we got over communication and overthinking. So there's a lot of talk, there's a lot of overthinking. This is your past. This is very big, and we understand this. Okay. Then we come to the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is an emotionally sensitive woman. That would be you right now. You're very emotional, and your emotions are drawing this question up, and I understand why, and I completely understand it. Finally, Temperance. You're going to hate me when I read this card. You're going to hate me, Donna, but you'll love me. Reflection on one's own maturation. Okay? What this means is, I don't think next year, but I think very, very soon, the proposal will be coming. Okay? What that means is, within the next year, you're going to question your maturation, which means I think you're going to question a ring being handed to you, and that's going to sit there and be like, oh my God, I'm going to get married. It may not actually be that you're going to get married in the next year, but it may be that the proposal is going to be coming within the next year, and then from there, the planning is going to start. Okay? Let's not rush. Remember, we need to slow it down, Donna. We need to think and, take our actions slowly. So remember, just because the ring shows up and the ring gets on that finger doesn't mean that it's going to happen like this. He may want to take some time. He may want to make sure all of your ducks are in a row. Sound familiar? Get all your ducks in a row. Said it to you many, many times. That being said, remember, the ring may come within the next year, by next January, you know what I mean? But the wedding itself may not happen within that year as well. You understand what I mean? So, hopefully that helps. And good luck.
I think you blew Donna's little mind.
Some people are just flipping cards, and some people are actually doing readings. But that's the thing where with everything, it still has. Oh yeah, well thank you. I appreciate that, Super Bass. Exactly, Super Bass. You 100% hit that on the head. All right, Raya. Donna, if you get married, I will make sure, as long as you give me a date and you give me at least 2 months to be able to save up the gas money for it, I will come out to your wedding. Alright? You just got to give us info. Alright? We will definitely come out to your wedding if you know, because I know exactly where you are and you're not too far away. Oh, I completely understand you. 100% Blue Jay. So, I don't charge for my 3 cards. My 3 cards are free. But I do charge for a 10 card, and the reason I charge for a 10 card is because I'm doing a lot more work, I'm doing a lot more energy, and then I have to put the entire 10 card story together and explain it, which can take time. And when you're in a situation like this where you're working on time and you're working really, really fast, that time is very valuable because I could have 8 or 9 people lining up in my queue because I'm sitting there taking this 10 card. Because of that, I usually charge $10 for a 10 card. But all my 3 cards, which are very in-depth and their own, I do for completely free. So, yeah, that's... I completely understand with you. A lot of my friends are the same way. DB, which is Disturbing Beauty, she does the same thing. She does not charge for 3 cards. She will charge if you do for a larger spread, or if you want what some people call the huddles and the Celtics, and there's all kinds of different ways of doing it. But again, that is the only thing I go super on. I've had people come and go, can you do a yes-no? I have a coin I can flip for you. I will not charge you for it. I don't care. If you want a 1-card pull, I'll do a 1-card pull for you. I'd rather do the 3-card because then that gives me a little bit more chance to do past, present, future and really work on it. All right. Raya, Serena, Princess Serena, we got a love question for you. So we got the 10 of coins, which the 10 of coins tells us that we have joint finances and important investment decisions. So in the recent past, Serena, we've got a situation where you're basically working on your finances, you're trying to get stuff together, you're trying to get your money right, which is great. You have met a guy recently that's trying to develop the work side of his life, the Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins is telling you he's a man that's really trying to develop the work side of his life. He's trying to better himself. And in bettering himself, he kind of looks like he wants to take you on that journey. Okay? That being said, we have the 9 of Coins. The 9 of Coins, again, I apologize, is gaining recognition in the eyes of others. So this goes back to that Knight of Coins. I think there's a guy that's currently in your life that's basically, he's someone that's trying to develop the work side of his life. And as he develops that work side of his life and he gets his career on spot, he's going to be trying to maybe start a relationship with you as well, Raya. So, be very, very observant and be very, very closely watching those around you that are kind of working on themselves. Somebody is definitely kind of opening their eyes towards you and definitely, eyeing you up and down as, I really like her. So, keep your heart open and good luck, all right? Hope that helps, Serena.
For food today.
Not hungry. At all. Denise Deschelle!
Hope you're gonna eat, because you literally haven't eaten anything.
Not a problem, Raya. Denise Deschelle! Are you here still? Why is my childhood crush Michael keeping tabs on me lately? Ooh! Oh, I love it. What paths in your craft do you work with? So, Blue Jay, I've actually been doing tarot since I was 8 years of age. I was actually brought up by Druidic teachings. I've been doing this since I was 8. I found my deck in 96. I go by old school craft forms, so I actually go by what they call traditional tarot. And traditional tarot goes by much, much stricter rules. We have to do proper cleansing. The deck has to be bought for us by somebody else. It has to be gifted to us. We have to be trained in the craft. We have to go through you have to be a certain type of empath, things like that. There was a lot of things that I was basically taught before I could actually learn. When I first was found out to be an heir, when my uncle got a hold of me, what he basically did is he found that I was empathic, and he figured out that I was able to easily manipulate future sight and things like that. Again, I'm not I can see the future, but obviously I have tendencies to be that way. That being said, they tried me on runes, they tried me on palm reading, they tried me on tarot, they tried me on multitudes of different things. I mean, I even basically had to bring out a witch board and try a witch board. Ugh. Ugh. Yucky. Do not like witch boards. Never, ever like witch boards. I am very, very clairvoyant when it comes to spirits, and witch boards irk me and ick me out. Anyways, that being said, the path I took literally was my uncle basically put me in with some very amazing people, and they taught me the path, and they taught me very strict rules on what I'm supposed to do, and that's how I've gone. Witchboard. No. I have I actually have a traditional witchboard that's locked up in Germany. It is 100% witchboard. It was carved from a hanging tree in London. There was a hanging tree in London that they used to hang witches from. And that tree, the witches and the druids actually went out one night and they cut down the tree after it hung. They had hung like 10 witches. They cut down that tree, and that tree ended up making. They made multiple boards with it. Now, witchboard, if you don't know, witchboard is wood from a tree that hung witches. Normally, how it's done is they plank them, cut it, and then, basically like that. They made quite a few Ouija boards, as they would call them, with these. The pendulums, the crystal they use in it is the amber from the actual tree, things like that. It's a very, very delicate, very, very in-depth process. I can't touch those things without freaking the F out. I mean, it truly sends every single aspect of me to freak out mode. I can't do it. So yeah.
I also can't take you on any of the haunts.
I can go on some haunts, but yeah.
Yeah, if they're a majority of those facts.
No, the druids don't do anything in that case. Yeah, exactly. This is exactly what the whole thing is Blue, and I literally have to like cleanse myself like crazy after that stuff. It's really, really bad. I can't do it. Anyways. No, the list is still open. By all means, list is wide open. Alright, sorry, Denise. I'm so sorry. Let's see what Michael's keeping cat tabs on you for.
Because he's a creeper?
I will be honest with you, I've seen many demons. I've dealt with many wraiths. I've dealt with Death himself. I don't joke around when I say this, but I've actually met Death himself. That is... Let me get this reading, and after I finish these readings, I will give you guys my death story, and I will literally tell you how I met Death. And... yeah. Anyway. Denise Deschelle, why is my childhood crush Michael keeping tabs on me lately? First and foremost, we have the Four of Wands, which is a group of people working together on a certain project. So I don't think it's just Michael, but I think Michael is the leader of it, and there's a multitude of people to it. There are more people involved in this than you actually, there are more people involved in this than just him, okay? The Three of Swords, the Three of Coins is learning new skills and developing new abilities. Got you. Okay. There are more people in this keeping tabs on you, okay? So there are more than one person keeping tabs on you. I don't think it's just Michael. I think there's multiple people keeping tabs on you. So it's not just... Michael's not just getting information from what he's finding. other people are feeding him the information as well. So it's a group of people working together towards a common goal or purpose, okay? The Three of Coins is learning new skills and developing new abilities. So what it seems like they're trying to do is it looks like Michael is trying to develop himself and create himself to be somebody that you desire, okay? He's trying to make it so he is acceptable and wanted and desired by you. And if he continues on the same path, the Six of Wands will come to pass, which will be victory. He will make you think that he is yada yada yikes. You know what I mean? He will really make you think that he is all that and a bag of chips. But here's the thing. If you keep to your goals and you keep to it where you sit there and you're like, if I do not see foundation, communication, and trust, I ain't touching that. He's gonna make he's gonna make it look like he thinks that you're gonna drool, and he'll think he's got that victory, but in truth he'll come up showing all that gold and showing all that riches or whatever, and you'll just look at him and go, "Good boy, go sit in the corner." So don't worry about him. I think he's trying to intention a relationship. He really wants a relationship with you. He's really trying to bring himself into a relationship spot, but I don't think he's actually going to be able to. So, there's that. Alright. So, okay. Yep, I figured as much. So, okay, let me explain witch boards. Super Based and Blue Jay. Witch boards, they freak me out for one major reason is because I'm able to see ghosts. Okay? Witch boards freak me out because witch boards normally 9 times out of 10 are built from boards that people were sacrificed on. People died on these, so their spirits are laden inside of these boards. That being said, I'm very, very prevalent. So before I'm able to deal with a witch board and actually work with a witch board, I have to cleanse myself and I have to completely and utterly nullify it. I am able to shut it off, and I'm able to shut down so they can't actually pull energy from me, and that's when I'm able to work with them. It took a very, very long time to actually get to that form where I was actually able to shut down so they couldn't actually affect me. Yes, a spirit board is a Ouija board. A Ouija board is the basic go to the store and you can buy a Ouija board, and a Ouija board it's got letters on it, and you can move around the spectrum to talk to the dead. A witch board is the same thing, but it's actually made with blood and spirits involved. There's true blood in the wood. There's true spirits in the wood. There's a huge difference between a witch board and a spirit board. You can get spirit boards all over the world that are old and cool and blah, 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 but you can't find witch boards very, very often. Witch boards are considered relics to the magic world. Anyways, going back to what I said. The reason I have a very, very hard problem with witch boards is because I am one of those people that can actually see... I actually see vision beyond normal. I will see spirits, I will see demons, I will see things that affect. Going back to the question of, I've actually seen death. So, growing up, I was in this situation where I was a paper boy, okay? I was very young, and as a paper boy, you had to go out and you had to do collecting of money. So you'd actually go out late at night, and as it gets with Midwestern, when it gets with Midwestern, United States of America, it gets dark very, very quickly in the winters. And what ended up happening was one night, I went out collecting, and there's this street in my hometown where you have to imagine this, okay? Imagine a very, very steep hill, okay? And along the hill, there's a small wall and bushes, and the bushes are so thick, you cannot get through them, okay? There's no way to get through these bushes. You can't part them apart and jump through and then jump down and then walk out, okay? No way, okay? There's stops, there's a house, there's a park, and then there's a street, okay? So remember that. I'm coming down, and I'm starting off, I come around the corner, and I just came out of the park, and I'm walking down the street. I passed the first house, and as I passed the first house, I heard somebody behind me. I had not seen this person when I turned onto the street. I had not heard them before this, but all of a sudden I could hear the steps behind me. And I turned around, and it was this gentleman in pure black, okay? The pure black didn't bother me at all. It's fine. I don't mind. It is what it is, okay? Read your comment, spicy. What? What, Donna? Anyway. So, I'm walking down, and it doesn't bother me, but again, I'm carrying quite a bit of money with me, because at the time I had collected a few $100s from people, so I kind of walked a little faster because I thought I was going to get robbed, because I'll be honest, I did not live in the best city in the world. But, hey, you get it. So, I walk down, and I get past the house, and this gentleman has just now kind of reached the point where he's stepping onto that property. So, he's just now stepping on that sidewalk, he's getting onto that property. And I turn around again to look behind me, and he's gone. And I'm just like, the fuck? Where the hell did he go? There's nowhere he could have gone. So I kind of walk back up, looking around like an idiot, because God only knows why in the hell I was thinking it would be smart to walk back up. And I'm looking back and forth, and this guy's completely gone. Okay? I look down at my watch, and I read the time, and I'm like, okay, it's 7:30 at night. I gotta get my butt home. So I turn back around to go towards home, and I turn to face down the street. And the guy is down the road in front of the next house down's pathway out, which would have meant he would have had to gone in these bushes, down, over, and out, and then been walking down. It was impossible. He couldn't have gotten past me. I flipped out. I turned left. I took off down a side path that I knew that went into the back alley, and I went home. Later on that night, about an hour later, there's ambulances galore up the street. And we go up there, and that's when we find out that the lady that lived there had fallen down her stairs at 7:30 and passed away. I literally saw death take her that night. Yeah. So, yeah. Creepy, creepy shit. Yeah. That, I swear to God, I'm not making up things. That was death that day. I've seen demons inside of houses. I've seen this little boy that played piano in this house that was completely abandoned with demon eyes.
Ooh, can I share my ghost story?
You may.
As I've stated, I really like going into, like, haunted houses.
Yep.
And that was a hobby I did with my dad when I lived back in Illinois. So we went to, like, this old abandoned mental hospital for children. It was, like, specifically for children. And we ended up going there. It was abandoned. It was torn down. And I was really disappointed because I wanted to go in and see it. But the neighborhood we were in was not the best neighborhood, if you know what I mean. So my dad went in to look for people like hobos and that stuff because he didn't want me getting hurt because I think it was like 15. But I ended up staying outside and I ended up looking around the area. And right across the street from this building was like this brick long building that had a girl that had black eyes just staring out the window, staring directly at us, just pale face. And my dad saw it, I saw it, and we ended up looking up the building later, and it was it was a building for mentally dangerous children. That was it.
Okay, Blue Jay, if you explanation Discord, you'll find my Discord. By all means, yes. The kitty deck, this is actually Muffin's deck. This is the actual deck that my cat uses for her readings. No joke, that's her deck. That's actually carried right here. That's not my deck, that's hers. Alright, so yeah. I can sit here and tell you guys haunted stories all night, and as far as death goes, it is an energy you never want to feel in your entire life, and you can tell he's there. You 100% can tell, and it's not a joke. Anyways, Donna, you are up, and I already read your comment, you sweetheart. I got you. Come on. Come on, girl. This is Muffin. She's the one that reads the tarot deck from the cat cards. Oh, thank you, Dakota. He loves you too. Do we have... he literally... honestly, to be honest with you, it looked like just your normal person walking down the street, just in all black. It looked like almost like a business suit type thing. Not really, but in all honesty, I can honestly tell you at other times it felt like it was a guy in a hoodie. Other times I swear he was in a full business suit. Other times I swear I kind of saw robes. It's really, really weird because I cannot to this day completely put the picture together of who he was. I couldn't see his face, but I could tell you had a cap, and it was definitely like, the style was definitely like old school mafia, you know? So, that was my opinion. I think, honestly, Death went to go see her, and she was a very, very old woman, and I think Death went to go see her in the form of her husband. And I think that's exactly what it was. And that was probably because her husband had died young, and I remember talking about that to her because I knew the lady, because I delivered papers to her. And I think that's honest to God what it was that, she literally, her husband came and picked our soul up. But it was Death dressed as her husband.
Hey, should I close the list?
I think we should. We're going to go ahead and close the list right now, guys. But I'm going to go ahead and knock out the rest of the questions I got here. So, Donna, we got, will Josh and I have a baby? Let's see what we got. Say hello, Muffin. Everybody wants to say hi to you. Yeah, black is very much a theme. I 100% agree. Six of Cups is learning to live in harmony with those around you, Donna. So you're going to have to learn to live in harmony with those around you. Then we have the Death card inverse, which says not being able to let go. So you're not going to be able to let go of something from your past. And then the Two of Coins says same work, new place, okay? So what this says for the next 2 years, you two are going to be basically working on trying to assimilate and trying to get yourselves settled and being able to get things together. You may have a problem of getting that, you know what I mean? You guys are going to have to work on getting that process reversed, and it's going to take time. So that's where the not being able to let go of it part's going to probably come into it, and that's going to be you having to get that reversal done, and that's going to take time. But once all of it's done, after everything's final and complete, it looks like the number is 2, which will be like 2 months thereafter, and it'll be like, bam, baby on the way. All right? So this means you're going to have that problem. You might have some problems with the reversal, but after the reversal is done within 2 months. Or, so there you go. All right? Next in line is Dark Sky Rose. Am I going on the right path? Yeah, dark was definitely a theme, or black was definitely a theme. It was just because, again, it's like a negative void. If you ever see a demon, demons are very hazy. I will say that. When demons are showing up, they're very, very hazy. It's almost like a mist. I hate to say it, but Supernatural really got it right in ways where it was kind of like that cloud, but not really.
Muffin showing her forbidden.
I see that. Alright, Dark Sky, let's do this. Am I going on the right path? Judgment, Queen of Swords, Page of Wands. So Judgment is powerful transformations and intense pressure, okay? So you're going through a lot of transformations and you're under a lot of pressure. Because of that pressure, you're the Queen of Swords, which is a woman of determination but with barriers between her and others, okay? Finally, the Page of Wands, and this is learning and traveling. Are you on the right path? Yes, but you still have a lot to learn, and you still have a very long path to follow. That being said, remember, you will eventually have to let those barriers down and have to let people in. But while you go through all these transformations, and as you go through all these changes, don't forget, life is still amazing, and people still do love you. All right? Yes, there actually are a lot of spirits that are invoked in that, and actually 99.9% of the times that what ends up causing sleep paralysis is, and I hate to say this, it's normally malevolent spirits. To be honest with you, the best way to take care of that is go out and get yourself some sage and dragon's blood. Make sure sage and dragon's blood together, and make sure the dragon's blood is actually of good quality. And what you want to definitely do is you definitely want to burn that, and basically burn it in 3 corners of your room, and the last corner of it, leave a window open, and just let the smoke kind of push everything out that window. And stand in the middle of the room and let it burn until it's gone, and that should help to cleanse and kind of do that. The next thing you want to do after that is you want to get yourself a pendant, and on this pendant you want to find a stone, a clairvoyance stone that is good for you. Amethyst tends to work for a lot of people. Personally, I prefer selenite. But anyways, what you do is you take a small piece of that, you wrap silver on it, and you take the ash from what you just did, you pour it, and you basically kind of rub it onto the stuff, put it onto a medallion, and wear that. I understand. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just giving you the honest to God way to do it. Oh, I completely understand. I mean, I get you guys, and I'll be honest with you. If anybody's talking to me about demons and stuff like that, I'm sorry. I'm trying my best to keep up with everybody. But yeah. Milo, are you still here, love?
Yes, she is.
Okay, cool. So, super based, there's absolutely nothing wrong with invoking a religious aspect when you're under sleep paralysis. And you know what? Calling for Jesus, I mean, that's probably the smartest. I mean, my wife would call for Buddha. She's very, very Buddhist. She would probably call for Buddha. Me, I would probably, call the spirits for help. And again, there's nothing edgy about calling for Jesus or anything else. There's nothing wrong with calling any. And that's the thing. I'm a tarot reader. I have nothing against any religion out there. Only thing I say is don't be an arsehole to each other and, respect each other's religions. Plain and simple. Just be respectful to each other, and that's all that matters. We all bleed red. Deal with it. Well, unless we're aliens. It's about the power of belief. Not true. A cross can be just as effective as a pentagram any day of the week. Any day of the week. It all depends on what you put behind it. The power of your belief or the power of your spirit. Alright, we have the Moon inverse, we have the Six of Cups, and we have the Knight of Swords, Milo. The Moon inverse is holding back reality by living in a dream world. So that's your past. You've been living in a dream world for a while, and I understand what that's from, and we already know where that's coming from, Milo. We 100% get that. The next is the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups says, learning about living in harmony with those around you. You need to start to learn to live in harmony with those around you, which means you need to learn to live in harmony with yourself and those around you. And the same needs to go for Russell. You both have to settle your demons. You both have to settle your issues. Okay? You both have to fix your foundations. You both have to join together, and then you both have to start to learn to deal with people around you. Finally, the Knight of Swords is the final thing, and that says the balance of powers in your favor. And what that means is you bring more to the table, and the reason you're bringing more to the table is because you're more level and you're more on a solid state. But you two together should be able to build this foundation, communication, and trust, and be able to walk out of this entire process together. Together works better than alone, if you understand what I mean. So what you bring to the table for each other is you're going to bring, solidarity for each other, which is a great thing. I'll be honest with you, Super Based. Not always is that easy. I'll be honest with you. There are some times when some paralysis are basically, it's something grabbing it's basically like something's grabbing your heart and gripping and like just basically grabbing and like holding your heart, and this ice just kind of like spreads through all your veins and it just locks you in place and you can't move. there's a lot of different forms of sleep paralysis. I don't know which one he's got. I'm not saying that it's better or worse, but yeah. Probably not, kitty. Just not in the mood. I'm kind of overdone.
Food then?
Yeah, food. We'll do food.
Yes.
Tracy, General for the Week by Muffin. All right, you got it. Gladly. Now you guys get to see Muffin work. All right. Muffin. I know you've been lazy all day. You haven't had to work at all. It's your turn to work. It's your turn to work. You gotta work. Come on, get up. Get up. It's your turn to work. Come on. She's like, but Daddy, I don't want to work. Get up. All right. Sit. There you go. All right. All right, Muffin. Muffin. She's got to eat her treats first, so I'm going to just go ahead and warm up the deck while she's eating. Muffin. You want more? Muffin. You want more?
Yeah.
Do your chair.
Wants some.
What?
Bonnie wants some.
I know, she's coming. Hey. Hey. Bump your head when you're ready. Okay, that's it. All right. Muffin. Give it. No, Muffin. You have Muffin. 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 Hey. Pick your cards. I'm sorry, Tracy. She's being difficult tonight. She just doesn't want to. Hey. That one? Okay. One more. That one. Okay. One more. One more. You get treats. Muffin. One more and you get treats. That one. Okay. You got it. Thank you, baby. Give me a second, guys.
I know, it's so hard to snap those.
There you go. Yeah, babies. There we go. All three babies got treats. All right, Tracy, let's do this. We have the Page of Cups, Page of Swords, and Temperance. Okay, as always with Muffin, I have to read from her book because I'm not very familiar with her cards. So we're going to go with this and we'll see what happens. Page of Cups, inversed. Muffin's like, I had to do work for them to get treats? How dare they? Alright, Page of Cups, upside down. The kitten energy can spill frustration and immaturity. There is too much drinking out of the toilet and not nearly enough responsibility happening. It's time to pull it together and get down to whatever you're avoiding. Okay? The Page of Swords is next. The Page of Swords says, the page may be a little bit jumpy, but it's hard to contain the level of his energy. Who knows what's around the next corner? It could be a nice treat or a formidable foe. Either way, the cunning sense of curiosity is going to insist that you have to find out. Final card is Temperance. As Muffin tries to break into the foods. Temperance. Moderation in all things, even seafood. The water on the outside of the bowl represents the spotless satisfaction, the results from balanced behavior. The rays are resplendent, angelic, anonymity. Blah, blah, blah. Go with the flow, not the trickle. Not the flood. Patience can get results. Excuse me, young lady. Absolutely not. So there you go, Tracy. What she's trying to tell you is basically have patience, trudge forward, and don't forget to follow the trickle, not the flood. So follow the proper path, not the bad paths, okay? Or the path of least resistance. I hope that helps. And our last one for the night is for Denise DeShell. What are Freddie's thoughts and intentions towards me? Denise, are you still here? I love that people are talking back and forth. I love it. You guys are awesome. There we go, Denise. All right. You're my final read for the night. So we're going to give you guys much love. Muffin is determined. She got her energy, man. She was like, I'm going to get my treats. Daddy, I did my reading. You give me more treats. All right. You did your reading. Pretty. Pretty. Good girl. All right. What are Freddie's thoughts and intentions towards me? Let's see what we got for you. It looks like, Denise, you got a lot of guys that like you, huh? Hey, Kaylin, how are you? Stick around for a minute. I might be able to answer that one real quick, okay? Just stick around. Kaylin Smith, stick around, please. I don't like leaving people stuck with those questions, so give me a minute. Three of Cups, Four of Coins, Four of Cups. Three of Cups is reunion with friends, a reunion with an old friend. Then you have the Four of Coins, which the Four of Coins is wanting to get money together, and the Four of Cups is wanting to reach out for new friendships. Freddie's intentions looks like he wants to be friends, but he may be looking for friendship for a gain from money. Freddie may be actually looking at you for a source of money or an investment partner. Maybe it might be best to save your money rather than invest with him. Be very cautious of his advances and be very understanding that while his intentions are not bad, they're not exactly wise. Yeah, exactly. Networking is exactly what I'm saying. He might be after you for your networking skills. He might be after you for your money. He may be after you for your advice. Either way, it's more of a thing of kind of best to stay away from him. All right. Kaylin, are you still here? Kaylin Smith, are you still here?
Fluffy. She's still here.
Yeah, not a problem. Honestly, Blue Jay, I don't know. I've drawn all majors a lot of times, but I don't know. All right, Kaylin, let's see what we got for you. All right, guys, everybody remember there is a Discord. You can follow that Discord at any time. Kaylin, I'm going to ask that you do follow the Discord, and you do tell us your results tomorrow. Let us know how you're doing. I really would appreciate it. It's in our link tree. But let's see what the cards have to say for you, okay? I just generally care when it comes to this type of stuff. Are we hoping for a pregnancy, or are we not hoping for a pregnancy? Alright, so we have the Four of Wands, which is working together with others towards a common goal or purpose. Well, when you bump fluffy butts, you're kind of working together towards a common purpose, aren't you? So that right there tells me you're working together with others towards a common goal or purpose. That means that you guys have been actually trying to plan for this, and I I guess you guys have been kind of trying for it. Is that possible? Interesting. Then we have the Empress inversed, which is too easygoing and not sticking up for your own rights. So he wants a baby. He's been kind of pushing the whole point of bumping fluffy butts without the protection. He's been pushing the baby, I want to get you pregnant, I want to have I want you to have our baby and things like that. But you're not exactly for it. You're very much so against it. You feel like you're not ready yet, maybe, and not feeling like this is a good thing. The final thing is the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Cups is emotional fulfillment. This tells me that probably we're looking at a positive pregnancy test tomorrow. And here's why I say that. And I'm just going to give you the best examples on this. The pregnancy test may be going towards the more positive point because we have emotional fulfillment, which means that this right here says that he wants this and he thinks it's going to emotionally bring you guys together. Will it? I'm not so sure. The Empress inverse like this, she is a mother and she's big into it. But the fact that she's inverse shows me that you're not interested in this, but he definitely is. And then this part right here tells me you guys kind of have been planning this, but again, it's him planning it, not exactly you. The test the test is possibly looking like a positive influence or positive tomorrow, and meaning you are pregnant. That being said, it's time for you to stick up for yourself and say how you truly feel. Foundation, communication, and trust is very, very big, Kaylin, and you need to make sure to tell your partner how you feel. You cannot continue a relationship unless you actually have those things. And if you're not pregnant tomorrow, I highly, highly recommend that you stop bumping fluffy butts immediately. You need to get on the same page and talk to each other before you end up getting pregnant and having a kid and not actually being ready for it, okay? I wish you the best of luck, and please join our Discord and let us know what happens, okay? Much love to you, okay? Alright, TikTok, I love you guys. You're amazing. It was a great night. We had a blast and a half. Don't forget to do your dishes, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Until then, much love. Twitch and YouTube. Never a problem. I mean, glad to help you guys. I'm always glad to help out as best I can. I'm always glad to do the best readings I can for everybody. You know me. I love doing it. I love being there for everybody. But Twitch, let's see who is live right now and see who we can give some love to. Because I know Semper is offline. Junie's on. You know what? I'm gonna give my love to DB. I love DB. She's my girl. She's awesome as hell, and I love her to death. So I'm gonna give DB some love. So we're gonna go ahead and raid Disturbing Beauty tonight. Disturbing Beauty is a great friend of mine. She's right now playing Ghost Watchers, which is a it's sort of like a Phasmoria game. It's one of those you're a ghost detector type thing. It's a lot of fun. She has a great time. She also does tarot readings on Friday nights and things like that. She does do tarot throughout the week and things like that. So checking her out is a great thing. Please give her a like, give her a follow, give her a love, all those things. Throw tons of emotes in her chat and say, hey, Darklaw sent me, whatever. But just make sure to give her all the love. I will be back tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. You get the point. Anyways, we will be back then. And until then, don't forget to do your dishes. Much love to you all. Have a great night. Bye. Oops, I didn't.